right? Deen the Great has been arrested for strong arm robbery. And this young lady, once again, you keep on putting these clear people, even you had some black people too, but you continue to deal with these clear people, you're going to have problems. I hate to say it. Every time clear come, I don't care if they're men or women. When they come around, it's always a problem. Then we're going to find a way to get some money out you, some type of shape, form, or fashion. Now, we first was thinking about Agent Bona, in which it's still going to happen to Agent Bona. I mean, this is my prediction. I think Agent Bona will crash out, and they're going to hit him with some type of some essay charge or something like that, because it's going to happen because he don't know how to keep his hand to himself, and he do something ridiculous stuff that's that's pretty much uncalled for type of stuff. Anyway, Deen the Great, once again, these guys, the young brothers, man, be under influence of this alcohol, and I say I ain't gonna call him Deen the Great, I'm calling him Deen the Dummy because he know better. He should know better. If he don't know better, you can learn a lot from a dummy. He's definitely a dummy, crash out dummy, just like Asian Bona back in the background. But we're gonna get right into this video, so make sure y'all like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about it. This doesn't make sense. These guys are making money and they're just acting dumb now. Check it out. You're pulling on this girl. That's probably assault right there by just pulling on her. Because he physically grabbed him.
She gotta go. Hey, you got top of my yacht. You know I had to run it. You know I had to run it, brother. She gotta go. You know I had to run it, brother. That's the test. That's the finish. Yeah. Make sure you break.
Now, the reports from TMZ said that for some reason she was videoing them, but whatever. I don't know exactly what they was doing. She was videoing it, and he told her he didn't want her to have a video on it. So what he did, he snatched her phone for it. He snatched her phone from her, and I guess he tried to destroy the phone or whatever. But she was, he had grabbed it, and she was bored up holding the phone. Whatever evidence is on it, we don't know exactly what's on there. But it must have been something incriminating on him for her to go to the extent to say that he tried strong arm robbery and to take her property. And I believe the guy that they've rented a yacht from, he gave up the police officers the video cameras of everything of the whole situation. That's what TMZ reported. So they got all the video footage of him snatching her phone from her. She, he pulling on her, and I think she had a little scratch on her. So, I hate to say, a lot of clear people's out for money, man. Not only them, a lot, it could have been some black women. But at the end of the day, when you got the influence of alcohol and you doing all this craziness, this is what you expect. I don't expect nothing different from Deen the Dummy, man, because he's a dummy, Asian Bone a dummy. They just doing dummy crash out stuff. It ain't, and like I said, they getting so big headed where we be the biggest screamers right there, which they right on social media. They the biggest thing in shit. They the biggest screamers that's going out there, but they screaming in the wrong way. They screaming in the ways that they can. Agent Broner can soon get a SA charge. I can just predict that soon. And then you thought he was a little level headed, but as he get drunk, he's starting to stir a lot. He's starting to be a lush or an alcoholic. Just my opinion from what I'm saying. But anyway, I'm gonna see what Charleston White had to say about Deen. I didn't say my part. We're gonna see what Charleston White had to say about Deen, because Deen is really is pretty much clocking out there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna see what Charleston White had to say about it. So I'm gonna get right into this video. Once again, make sure y'all like, share, and leave a comment. Like you said, it's only opinion. Opinions is like buttholes. Everybody have them. So we're gonna get right into this. I'm gonna see what Charleston White had to say about it because he's real.
They probably use their discretion and more in the right way. Mind the police probably the most fairest police you can run across in any city. For Deen the Great, for Deen the Dumb, because he ain't great. Deen the Dumb, for him to get arrested for strong arm robbery. I'm gonna tell y'all, I've been watching him from the get-go. I've streamed with Deen. I used to with Deen, but I always see him on the weed and shit, so I just watch him when I'm around. Hey, what's up, Deen? With it. When I'm in the prison, he don't act like that. I go with AB. AB finna start working for me if he start back boxing. Why? Because me and Don King is working together. So I've been checking him out, right? I noticed how when they ran up on baby aliens manager and they caught him was screaming and they jumped up and told me, give me your phone. Give me your phone. Yeah. So this ain't the first robbery they've done. So break it down to you. These phones are worth thousands of dollars. So if you take my phone, nigga, that's not a theft. That's robbery.
Yeah,
if you take your phone, that's robbery. So when you come up as a streamer and say, give me your phone, and you take somebody's phone, metaverse glasses worth $1,000, $800,000, and you break them, that's strong arm robbery. You drunk? So piece the play. When the police came out, you got an attitude with the police, man?
Wow.
You got an attitude with the police, man? You got an attitude with the police, black man. In America. On camera with the police on camera. So you
gonna be clear, girl.
Be disrespectful to the police too. You gonna be disrespectful to the police too. Huh? So when the police come, you get the attitude with the police. You give the police a fake name. You give the police a fake name. My y'all got to be the dumbest in the world. It's unhated. Neither one of them make more money than me. I ain't got a stream. Streaming is a job. You can't put me nowhere for 4 to 6 hours with a camera in my face, tap dancing for the camera. I write my own script. I make it with no kick deal. Am I hating? Yeah, I'm hating.
We got Charleston White reacting and speaking on Deen the Great.
As you can see, once again, I'm just putting it out there, man. You know, you can learn a lot from a dummy, especially these drunk dummies, man. Don't be like that. You know, a lot of guys out here screaming, man, get your money, whether you're male or female, get your money, man, and be what it is. But to actually go out there and do some crazy stuff, and then you're dealing with all these clear girls. You got all these, you know, y'all know what I mean by clear girls. You got too many of them in there. And Agent Brown gonna end up crashing out because they be saying some wild and ridiculous stuff. And they get a drink in there, get the touchy feely and all that, because that liquor plays a whole lot, and you know, on their emotions with this, and this is what's gonna happen. You know, so they can make a good thing go bad now, which I think that's what's gonna happen. And who knows? This might be over for them. And like you said, you know this clear girl, she said she got a scratch on from Deen the dummy. She got a scratch on her, so you know what she's looking for. If she ain't looking for thousands, 100,000, she looking for some millions of dollars or whatever it might be. Pain and suffering, y'all got injured, and you know the guy tried to strong. It's gonna be a whole. You know, I hate to say it, she gonna have lawyers that gonna take stuff to a whole nother level. And with a black sister, they might not went that far because they probably say, oh, you know, she ain't never a hoochie mom or you know, a hood rat or whatever. But with her, it's gonna be a whole different level. I promise you that. I promise you.
The money.
Listen.
All on the camera. Guess who coming out? Your baby mama. You just had your baby mama here on the street. She was with you about child support money. They finna get
I support whoever support me.
You finna be back sitting on them pocket. Put them kangaroo powder belly. Sitting around in the house. Your face done got ashes. She's gonna cut that bird off, boy. And you finna be sitting around broken again. While around about that turkey. Can I get that money? 10 babies. 7 different women. Because boy, you owe some money. You want and they forget your stupid. Why? You online? You online? You on some
The crazy thing, Agent Boner can't afford to mess up. He paying $17,000 a month in child support. He can't afford to do none of this. So at the end of the day, for Agent Boner to be doing the crazy stuff, I mean, he should have learned. He something should have woke him up a little bit, or somebody, a PR person around him. Hope Javante Tank Davis got around him. Javante Tank Davis, I heard, came back around and said, "Look, man, you gotta clean your act up, man. You know, get back on, you know, get back on your grind, get that money rolling there." But we're gonna get right here. Matter of fact, let me see if we can get in here with Javante Tank Davis. Let me see what Tank Davis had to say something about. I believe Tank had something to say to him, but I think they did it off like offline a little bit. They're trying to clear things up. Let me see if I can get Tank in here. Tank trying to get him back, you know, all the respect, and I respect Tank for even coming to Agent Boner. I'm doing something wrong with everything. I said, I give Tank praise, maybe not praise, but props to Tank because Tank trying to get the boy back on, on the right course, but he ain't trying, at the end of the day, he ain't trying to be right. I think some wildfire going crazy. Oh yeah, that's Charleston, but one thing about it, Charleston, you call it whatever you want. But at the end of the day, Charleston, you don't see nobody mess with Charleston. They tell all this crazy stuff, Charleston White, they gonna do this, and do that to Charleston White. But at the end of the day, nobody has never jumped out there really to do that, no bodily harm really to them. Because nobody wants to go to jail. Don't keep it winding. Nobody wants to go to jail. Okay. Good. I'm glad you are from Germany. Good to see you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button. But once again, nobody wants to go to jail, man. Nobody wants to go to jail behind nothing stupid. Let me see if I can get this stuff going so y'all can see something. We still got some technical difficulties going on. But once again, man, I give props to Tank. Tank's trying to talk to Asia, man. Look, you got a third chance in life, not a second chance in life, but you got a third chance in life to make something happen for yourself. Now, what Agent going to do to it after this is totally on him. But at the end of the day, Agent got to come to terms with what he want to do with his life. Like I said, Deen the dummy, then already made a dumb move by doing what he's doing with this clear girl. As long as you have these clear people up on your platform, all types of stuff will happen. I don't care who you are. A lot of stuff will happen. And it ain't beyond their control because they can control who they have on that platform. As long as you got these clear girls on here, which we see all the time, all these clear girls hanging around and want to be all up in the videos and all that. So whatever Dean the dummy and Adrian going to get, it's totally on them. I mean, I can't see it no other way. Whatever they got coming for them, whatever they doing, it's definitely on them. Because you can learn a lot from a dummy, and you can't continue to make excuses for these guys. They know better. They know better. They really know better. Let me see this. Let me see. They really know better, but once again, they won't try to do better for themselves. Let me see if I can see. I'm gonna try to see if I can get Tank up here. Tank went over there even trying to talk to him. You know what I mean? Look, Asian man, slow down, man. God's your money, man. Try to get back on your grind. But you can't tell him that. But it seems like he seems like he's trying to talk some sense in here you go right here. Seems like he's trying to talk some sense into Asian Broner. Whether Asian want to take it, listen to him or not, I don't know. A lifelong Marylander. If he don't listen, one thing about it, you will listen when you go to jail. Appreciate it. Thanks for the like. Appreciate you. But like you said, you learn. I mean, one thing about you can sit back, just like watching TV, anything else, and you can learn a lot from people not to do that, especially when the crazy thing about when these young brothers are in positions where now he's on the screen with Tank. Yeah. And Tank, once I give Tank prop, he come back to talk to him. It make amends when they reunite now, trying to get things together. I give us props for that. This is what you call a friend.
You got cat? You can talk, man. You good.
See, he said he want to talk off camera. He don't want to talk with all that scary stuff. Yeah. And listen, Tank, the little brother now, giving big brother some kind of knowledge. He's trying to school him, man. He ain't got to go like that.
We get that about that. We get that about that. Where you at? I'm in Miami. Yeah. All week.
Javante Tank Davis is trying to give him some schooling, my man. Get yourself together. See, Agent Brown just right now, he becoming a total trick right now. Appreciate it, thanks. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel also. I appreciate you, brother. See, that's all he worried about. Still worried about drinking, man. As long as he continue that drinking, he's never gonna get himself together. He said food. He looking for liquor. He looking for no damn food. Agent looking for liquor. I think about it, man. It's hard to get a person alcoholic together.
What are you looking for, man? The bathroom? Huh? It's cool right there. And then they brought some other shit, you know? And then it's food right here, too. Look, man. Chicken.
Yeah. Why? Look, he's gonna tell him why the food look like that. Look like it's probably burnt and everything. Tank don't want to be on that screen. You don't want to be on that. Tank on that, man. But one thing about Adrian is naturally funny, though, man. He is naturally funny. I don't know if he got to look at him be funny, but he's naturally funny.
I told him, don't put those cameras. I'm not in the store.
Tank don't want to be a part of all that, man. Tank got his own problem going on, man.
The nigga outside, man. The Deen, man. You got it.
Yeah. I've been knowing Tank since Tank was like 8 or 9, about 9 years old. I've been knowing him. For a long time. I'm from the DMV, DC, Maryland area.
What?
See, every time you turn around, look who he got. Look who Deen the dummy and Agent Bruno always got in the background with it. And you don't think nothing gonna happen or they gonna try to come up?
No,
They definitely gonna come up on
you
that.
don't respect me at the end of the day, nigga. Yeah, Lord, why was he tripping though? He wasn't tripping. That's why I ain't hurt by that shit, gang. It's like, come on, gang. No. I had to quit your job. You've been my brother for 15 years, bro. 12, 2000, however long, 2006. But I want to do it on camera and talk to you because you know we're inebriated right now. So the way you taking it.
I see that. I see that. I see he dapped him up and went on about this man playing basketball. He ain't with this screaming and stuff.
Okay, I know. But right now, though.
You already know he a celebrity. He don't need Deen in. This ain't but something like this ain't enough a couple of Deen and Agent greatness.
And get an understanding. But right now, you so off the. You feel me? That's why I'm gonna talk to you in the morning, bro. Leave it alone for the morning. Hey, we gotta get this chat though, gang. I know, yeah. What's it? We gotta get it up. We finna get CLB. You already know. Cash out, boys. Oh God. Cash out, boys.
I hope he don't. I hope Agent don't go through put no tattoo like that on him. I hope he don't listen to Deen. I hope he don't go through that put no tattoo with that on him.
We already took over. We already took over. What they talking about? Everybody want to be here. You hear me? Hey, brother. You feel that, nigga? Yeah. Hey, it's either sauce. We added sauce to that motherfucker. Hey, Sauce Walker, a part of the motherfucking Crash Out Boys. Ooh! Shout out my brother. God, I'm lit. I ain't gonna lie. Bitch, I'm lit. Only thing ass. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't had no really come back for that.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, he definitely do. He definitely do. He definitely hang with people that he respect.
Why was up with my lips, gang? Somebody said this kiss me? All my shit white, gang.
See, he always in the background anyway. See?
Who the fuck is this short one?
See?
Yeah, okay. You don't bump my shit like that. Cool. Oh, no, it's my baby. Hey, what did Casamigos?
That's terrible. Man.
Please. Hey, watch out. I'm finna hit the mother. I'm finna grab that motherfucker real. Excuse me.
You know, they keep on feeding the alcohol.
Hold that shit for me.
It's terrible.
Oh. Hey, excuse me. Ladies, hold on, gang. Man.
But there you have it. You know, like I said, you know. Oh, well, you know, at the end of the day, man, they trying to make stuff happen, but at the end of the day, it's just crazy that this Tank man that you know, I'm just glad the Tank. I hope he, you know, get back on his mission, man, and get back in the ring and do whatever he gotta do. That's all.
No, you go first. You go first. I ain't gonna lie, brother. I ain't gonna lie, brother.
Tank was trying to give us some advice. He don't want to talk on that though.
Is my brother? Cool. God put me in a position again to feel me.
Tank ain't trying to talk, trying to get on the screen. He said, "Take this off, man. We gotta need to go talk." You know, this Tank told him, "Look, man, I ain't with all that. Take this off, man. We need to go talk." He really trying to get Adrian back together, man. Get him back on the boxing scene. They can really help each other out. You know what I mean? From what I'm looking at, you know, listen to, they can really, you know, get back on top. But once again, you know, Adrian gotta want to do this. Adrian gotta want to go through the fire again. He got to be placed in the fire again, meaning he gotta detox from that liquor, alcohol, and whatever, all this crazy stuff he doing, and really do this if you want to do boxing. But at the end of the day, man, and I just give Tank his props for at least reaching out to him because, like I said, everybody else, this clown, have made him a fool. You know, everybody was saying Dean's using, but like I said, Dean using him to get money. But now Dean is starting to be a lust, like a drunk itself. So true drunks can't help it. It's like the blind leading the blind. I mean. No, he definitely don't want to party with no drunks. He definitely don't want to party. You know, he telling, you know, he trying to tell Adrian, you know, lean Adrian the right way, but Adrian got to want to do it, you know what I mean? And, you know, AB is who he is, or AB going to be who he is and how he want to be. One thing about, once again, I just give Tank his props because you got, like you said, AB said, I had a lot of millionaire friends that never really wanted to help me. He said, now, you know, you got Tank reaching out, still trying to reach out, and they don't have to because we hear so many rumors about Tank and AB with the crazy stuff. AB got some little zesty ways, point blank period. You know, we're gonna keep it 100. Or he act that way anyway, and that ain't a good way for a man to conduct himself. But at the end of the day, Tank is definitely reaching out, said, man, showing him a friend. And man, but you know, you gotta clean yourself up, man. He don't want to be all that. He doing the right thing, talking him off screamer and all this. And probably, man, let's come on here and talk, man. Get your shit together, man, and let's make something happen, man. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Because I'm quite sure Tank might have probably should have got enough money to look out for AB because at the end of the day, AB helped them, help get where he at, But what if AB introduced them? A lot of people don't know. AB and then introduced him to uh to Floyd Mayweather. So he pretty much was like almost like that, as we say, Diana Ross, but we know Diana Ross didn't really introduce Michael Jackson to Quincy Jones. It was another lady, but she took the credit for it. But really, in reality, he is that Diana Ross or that lady that took Michael Jackson to be great in Quincy Jones because he took Javante Tank Davis to Mayweather to make Mayweather who he is. So at the end of the day, man, I just hope that AB just clean himself up, man. But the way they going, man. And sometimes, man, this is the third time. He got a third time in life. Not once, like you say, he had one time he had all this, the world in his hand. Then Don King came back, gave him $1 million, which he said he allegedly spent it in 4 days. And then he got Deen the Great, put him on the screamer. He said he made, he feel great. He never seen that much money in his account in a long time. You know what I mean? Because he paying seven, he got taking care of 10 babies, 7 different mothers and got to pay $17,000 a month. That's a lot of bread. That ain't no walk around money. So he really needs this job. He needs to stay focused, or he need to get back into the screaming and boss. He ain't got to do a real boss because they gonna spend. For him doing, he can do some the scream. What you call it? Celebrity fights and make outrageous money. Christian Rock, she made like 140 something $1,000 or more just for one fight for 3 minutes, a total of 3 minutes for one fight. So what you think Agent Boney will make if he come out with the time and then fight somebody mediocre? You know what I mean? He can fight another YouTuber or somebody that's mediocre and make outrageous money. Yeah, they can say feeling pity for him, but like I said, you can feel pity for somebody, but you can't lock all in and continue to, if you continue his ways, you can't help somebody that don't want to help. That's it. You cannot definitely help nobody that don't want help. But you got to understand, Tank is definitely trying to reach out to him. See, Tank don't want to talk on that with that mic. He said, man, you mic that, man. I don't want to talk to you off screen. That's what he said. See? He said, God put him in a position to make some money and get Tank and breathe with him. Yeah. See? Take that mic off. He said, that's another thing I want to talk to you about. I want y'all to listen to it if you went over your head. I know how better. I know how better. God put me in a position again to that you know how long it's been since I see this type of money in my account. Then I look at see? He telling me. That's another thing. He pretty much said that's another thing. You got money in your account now. You need to stop drinking, AB. And maybe I just hope that the conversation that Tank is having with him, that he come to his sense and say, man, you know what? I ain't doing this no more. Let me go ahead and straighten up and do the right thing. But what is the right thing? The right thing is, like you said, getting his finance together. Now he got babies, you know what I mean, that he got to take care of. And the real, one thing about he ain't the champ no more, but one thing about these people don't see, these clear judges and all that, they don't see taking it down. Look, he ain't even champion. He not even boxable. They still see that one thing. You owe $17,000 a month. Point blank period. That's how they look at it. They don't see it no other way. But they say you got a chance. One thing about when you wake up in the morning, you got three things. You got a chance to do what you can make things great, and the choice to do what you gotta do. And to do great by just doing it, making a change. Point blank. That's what you gotta do in life. If not, I don't know what else. Tank can talk to him till his face turn purple. But AB don't want to do it, hey, he's not gonna do it. And that's real talk. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Not on that, leave a comment, tell me what you think about this. It's crazy to see. Yeah, it was crazy to see him fall off. A millionaire, a pay-per-view, Madonna fight, all these Pac-Man fights and all this, and then you got nothing. And you see what he said? He said, man, I'm blessed. It's been a long time since I've seen this type of money in my account. And it's going. And if Deen, the dummy, go to jail, this streamer might be over with that agent because nobody gonna put up with all that drunk spitting up in his car, talking crazy, act like he ready to go to getting SA charges, might get and I just predict that if he continue to go the way he is, he might get SA charge against one of them playgirls that continue to stay up on that thing. So it is what it is. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for like, sharing, subscribing to my channel, and make sure y'all hit that bell for notifications. And that's real talk.